Venezuela has. And the question really is that has the US done this really for those oil reserves? I have Group Captain UK Devnath, former Indian Air Force officer, joining me on the broadcast. And I also have Group Captain Dr. V.N. Jha. He's a former Joint Director of DRDO, former Indian Air Force officer as well. I want to begin by Group Captain UK Devnath. Now, Group Captain Devnath, we were discussing yesterday as well about the fact that whether there's actually a drug concern here that Trump has, or has he done it in the garb of those oil reserves? What would you like to say?
Vaishali, let me start by saying one sentence. If Venezuela was producing bananas and pumpkins, then USA won't be interested in Venezuela. Very fact that USA has invaded Venezuela, they were having these ambitions for last 50 years, 40 years. 1976, prior to that, Venezuelan governments used to allow all the Western countries to exploit and dig oil. Exxon, Mobil Oil, these were the major American companies. But 1976, Venezuela nationalized its oil reserves and oil production facilities. All oil rigs were taken over by government. And American companies like Exxon or Mobil had to exit. This grudge America never forgot. It remains to be seen whether Democrats are in power in USA or Republicans are in power in USA. They always look for business opportunity. It's a highly capitalist country. Everyone is a highly successful entrepreneur. They want to work more. They need more energy. And what better way of getting more energy than by moving into various small countries in the world who cannot protect them or who need USA to protect them. Classic example is after First World Wars, after Second World War, America gradually moved into Persian Gulf. All the small countries, Emirates in Persian Gulf, they were offered protection by USA. USA Central Command was set up in CENTCOM was set up in UAE, in Qatar. Now, all these small countries, they had their rather non-democratic way of functioning, whether they were kings, princes, sheikhs, or amirs, or sometimes even democratically elected presidents and prime ministers. For running the country and for maintaining their own survival and stability, they depended upon USA. USA had offered this kind of a protection to Venezuela earlier also. But since Venezuelan government in last 50 years were left-leaning government, socialist government, they were more close to China and Russia, they did not entertain these protection promises being promised by USA and USA industries. So now Donald Trump has done by force what USA always wanted to do. Yes.
I also want to go across now to Group Captain Dr. V.N. Jha. Now, Group Captain Jha, the question really is, looking at the fact that ultimately who does this really affect? The common man of Venezuela. Do you think Trump's actions were justified?
Vaishali, single word answer is absolutely not. But then, in today's perspective, the world over, in the entire globe, it is very clearly said that might is right. And since USA has might, it has been in the vicinity of all its neighbor throwing itself as a big brother. So everyone is either maybe scared of American action, or maybe even unwantedly just tolerating American actions, whatever it has been there, whether it is Cuba on the other side, or it is all neighbors, Canada, Venezuela, Mexico. Everyone is having the heat of American power or American might. And what has happened yesterday is absolutely nothing but absolutely it's the big brotherness that American has shown. No one can today trust American, and nothing will happen. Matter will go to the UN Security Council. UN Security Council will vote against American actions, and America will put its own veto therein. Thereafter, nothing will happen. This is what we are seeing, especially happening whether it is USA or whether it is Russia. Their actions go unblemished, unpunished, or unstopped. And here, what has happened, it is not only the American action. I suspect even people from within are involved into this because America had clearly mentioned that they want to capture Maduro. Now, if this was in the air, how did Venezuelan intelligence not understand this and not put enough of the security arrangements in and around where Maduro was staying? I suspect their defense minister or the defense in charge, including the service chiefs. I suspect the internal minister, home ministry, whose police forces would have been there in the capital. They didn't stand there. American Delta Force just came and went in, captured Maduro and his wife, and came out. How did this? How did Venezuela let this happen? When Venezuela has got the credible air force, though very few aircrafts are there, they have got F-16, they have got Rafale, they have got MiG-29, they have got Su-27. How did they not act? So, it's a very bad experience on part of what has happened there for anyone to understand why it has happened. Of course, America has been suffering the menace of drug on their territory. But that suffering is not mainly because of Venezuela. It is mainly because of the Mexico on the side and the producers of the drugs. Pakistan, Afghanistan, and countries like this. Now, Pakistan is on the right side of America today. American President Trump puts his hand on P-capped, army chief's shoulder, and then that is how it is there. So it is business as usual for America with its dual action, where it has to strike. It will strike only if it suits him, and it will strike as our panelists said that if Venezuela was producing bananas and things like that, it wouldn't have struck. Obviously, eyes of American president is on the natural resources that Venezuela has in plenty, especially the petroleum products or oil and gas. Now, having said all this, now what is the next? Will the vice president, who has been now made the acting president, will his action putting emergency have any effect on America? I doubt so. What will have the effect? Now, President Maduro will be kept within the American territory, and actions or the legal actions will be initiated against him. In US, it's very easy to initiate legal action and even give decisions by the lower court. It's very easy. We have seen it happening in many other cases, including our own NSA. Onto him, some order has been passed by some lower courts. So all these are easy. So now he has been captured, which is absolutely decryable. It is absolutely condemnable that president of a nation, sovereign nation, has been caught along with his wife, has been nabbed, has been captured. It's the shameful on part of American president. But anyway, now what is going to happen is all those bombs which has fallen onto the Venezuelan territory must not have been the water cans. Those bombs must have burnt, killed a lot of people with its fire and the blast. So they have died. Venezuela has lost as many lives. Well, in the coming days, President Trump is going to face plenty of dissent from the world over. This action is highly, highly, highly condemnable.
Right. And request